Okay, I'm green here on DLive. And now it says starting stream healthy, receiving content. Okay. Hello, everyone. This is Dion Soul. I hope everyone is doing well. And today, as you see before you, we are back in the Cheyenne 2 by Coronado. I've been my go-to airplane now for the last couple of weeks as I am building up my FS Economy portfolio, or i.e. our corporation. I do have Bug Eater 64 in the house, and it looks like I'm extremely loud on my audio. So let me back that off there. Get it below the red line. So there we go, a little better, sorry about that. And so today we're going to fly from Sedona, Arizona, and that's where we are at. We are at Sedona, Arizona. This is out of the box X-Plane. I don't think I downloaded anything, so somebody eventually, or through the gateway, ended up getting this implemented into X-Plane, which is really cool. And of course I do have my orthos overlay here as well. Does look kind of fruity there, but I do have my ortho overlays. And so we're going to get out of here at Sedona, and then we're going to go on over to KAEG, which is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Double Eagle 2 is the name of the airport. So we are inside here, and we're just going to go ahead and get after it. The purpose for this video is I am trying to diversify, and Mr. Bug Eater 64 is in the house as well. Hello, Mr. Bug Eater 64.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream.
And so what we are doing is we do a lot of collaboration from time to time. You know, I know that was contradictory what I just said, but we do from time to time do collaboration, and I'll be on his channel, he'd be on mine, yada, yada, yada. And we're trying to diversify our content, so not only do we have it on YouTube, we also do have it on BitChute, and we got schooled on another service called Library. It's LBRY. I think it's lbry.com. I could be wrong in that assessment, but I think that's what it is. And it kind of goes through more hoops than BitChute, but it does has other benefits that we're, to be honest with you, at least for me, I can speak for myself, I am learning. So the test for this video today is I'm just going to do this flight and see if it will automatically upload or put this video across all the two other platforms along with YouTube. So in other words, all three platforms will have this video, and that way, just trying to get my face out there, make myself more public, and make myself more, more out there where my hand is out, just like this. My hand's out, and you notice my hand is waving towards me. In other words, financial support. In other words, that sort of thing, to basically help me out and making the channel better. And I do have PayPal links eventually in all three platforms. I've got it on one, but the other ones are little $ icons that you can click and whatnot. But anyway, so it's PayPal. If you PayPal me. When you are a small content creator, such as me, you don't have opportunities to be able to make any money with your channel and with your videos, and so I'd like to get some kind of love from the time that's invested in making these videos, because it's not easy, especially when you're flying an airplane and you're trying to be as real as possible. So without further ado, without going in too much of that anymore, we're going to go ahead and take this airplane off, get it in the air, and go on over to KAEG and make this thing happen. So let's make this thing go. We'll turn the switch on right here. Now we got that annoying beeping sound. Get rid of that. And then we will go ahead and turn a few things on here. Boom, boom, boom. And I don't know if my mouse is working, and it doesn't look like it. So you guys can't
It's not showing up.
Yeah, so you're not seeing my mouse, so I got to fix that. Okay, now the mouse should show up. I'll turn this switch on right here. The prop sync, it says not to engage the prop sync until after you are in the air, so we will do that later. And we'll go ahead and set our altitude at 400 feet. So it'll start telling me that, hey, you're at 400 feet. You're going to die. That kind of thing. And let's see, we're going to knock our pressurization down to 5,000 feet because KAEG is right around 5,000 foot mark. So we'll put that in there as the same. And And we're only going to go to probably about 15,500 feet. I've been finding with this airplane that anywhere between well, right up, up to 17, you can go up to 25,000 feet with no problems. But I found that the sweet spot has been in the teens. Along in the teens is where the sweet spot is for this airplane as far as power and fuel efficiency, getting in that ballpark. So we got both smoking sign and seatbelt sign is on, and I'll go ahead and turn on our position lights, and our beacon light is now on. We'll go ahead and increase our interior lighting here so I can see, because I like seeing. Seeing is always good, even though it is daylight. And then we'll go ahead and start engine number 2 and make that happen. So we'll go ahead and hit fuel pump on, and then go ahead and hit the ignition, and then hit starter, and then we got to take this up to right around, well, we don't want to do that, 12% is what the NG is supposed to be, and then you introduce fuel. Now we introduce fuel. It's going to go all the way up as high as it says according to the POH, right? POH? Yeah, something like that. Anyway, to 1,018, and but it doesn't go that high. But that's in the real POH that I found. That's what it said. What it usually goes up to. So we have a successful start and no hots. So we're all looking good there, from what I can tell. And we'll go ahead and switch this starter off. And we'll switch it over to generator mode. Now we just saw briefly there that it went from 24 volts now to 28 volts, and you can see the load on the amp reading. So it's taking out, that generator is taking out the load. And now we're ready to start the engine number 1. So fuel pump on, igniters on, start on. Props from feather to full. And we're at 20%, so I went a little over there, but that's all right. Less hot starts that way. You can see our temperature never did go above 850. Turn our ticky tick tick off, and we are good to go. We go ahead and throw on our power for our avionics. Sure our bus tie switches are on, and they are, so we're good to go there. And like I said, let's go to 15,500 feet just because we can. If we can get away with more, we will go more, because this is a pressurized cabin, so we don't have to worry about that sort of thing. And because of where we're going, we're going to go ahead. I've already loaded this flight plan up once already, so all we got to do is just activate it. Saves us all the drama. And we do have a departure. We need to go to departure, and the departure is Oaks, runway 21. We'll see if we can take off a runway 21. If not, then we don't. I'll go ahead and load it anyway. But and we'll go ahead and get the ATIS. So we'll go over here to system. No, system's fine. Nearest. ATIS. Boom.
Sedona weather. Wind 190 at 8.
190.
Visibility more than 10.
So that's close enough.
Sky clear. Temperature 23. Dew.
Okay, and it was run. What was the altimeter? The altimeter
Sedona weather.
was 2994. Set 2994 on our altimeter setting. So we are good to go there. Nothing special. Boom, boom, boom. Everything looks good. Looks good. Trying to do as quickly as possible. Okay, so we're going to throw in our taxi light in. Or on. And we can go ahead and throw our generator on so it evens out the generator. There we go. Generator amperage is going up on engine number 1. So now the workload is being spread across both generators. So very good. I don't see anything stopping us from taking off here. We'll do a quick pan around the aircraft. Everything looks sexy. Boom. All right. So we'll go ahead and hit the hit the brake. I'm sorry, multitasking here. All right, let's go. And a swig of coffee for the working man. We're going to make a little scratch. And once we get to the our takeoff, then I'll go ahead and start the flight. Yes, I know I am cheating a little bit because now I'm not consuming my fuel in FS economy because I'm using what's already in the airplane. That's called a trick. So you take advantage of any advantage you can do. I won't tell if you don't.
It'll be our secret.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, and so we'll come up over here and get ready for a takeoff. Make this flight happen.
It's a good-looking airplane.
It is. It's for, you know, for what it is, and what it's designed to do, and that sort of thing. It's a really nice airplane. It really is. I really like it. Okay, everything is set. I've been having a lot of fun with it. I can't see as much out of it because we got that big old engine sitting right there in your way, but it's not disastrous. I mean, I can always pop over here to another shot, you know, that sort of thing. But all in all, it's a good airplane. Very, very good airplane. All right. So over here on the left side, you can see FS Economy. Slowly working my way, building up my bank account. This is a flight for Solis Wings, and we're going to go 246 miles is how far it is away. That's in a straight line. We're going to be going a little bit farther than that because we'll be following the flight plan. And we have full passenger complement. We've got 169 gallons in there, and I'm going to go ahead and go back into the sim, and we'll go ahead and activate that. And so now the 5 passengers are loaded, which is kind of breaks the immersion a little bit, and the 169 gallons is in there. Just trying to save fuel. And we'll go ahead and line up on the runway in GTFO. I do not have the pilot to ATC active this time around because, again, this video is to see if it'll automatically upload to YouTube, which is because we're doing a live stream, it is. And then once it's done there, then it'll automatically cross-platform across the other 2 platforms that I talked about earlier in the video. And if it can, that's awesome. Then I am a happy camper. Alrighty. So, make sure everything is good. When my final checks, make sure everything is good. I don't see anything extraordinary. Seat belts are on, landing lights on, everything is on, check, check, check. Pressurization is set and ready to go. The indicated airspeed is going to be 160 knots or so, is what I found, 15,500 feet. As our climb, our heading is runway heading at 220. So I don't see anything other than just firewall the bad boy and let's go. So here we go. I do not need flaps for the takeoff. The runway is long enough and the airplane just doesn't need a lot of runway. My biggest challenge is just keeping it straight, going down the center line. And there we go. We are off the ground. Pretty uneventful takeoff. Get our sound action going on there. Of course, a lot of that was with XP Reality or Reality XP or whatever they call that plug-in. That really is a good plug-in, by the way. I like all the little motion sickness movements and whatnot. It's pretty cool. All right, so we're good to go here. Let's make a left turn. Take a peek out of the left wing there, and the beautiful environment of Sedona, Arizona. It's party. That's how I say it's party.
Yeah, the stream's looking beautiful.
Very good, thank you. Very, very good. We are burning 134 gallons an hour at this moment here, so as we get our... I'll go ahead and hit the autopilot. Autopilot's on, of course. Now it changes and decides it wants to go a different direction. So, okay, fine. You want to go a different direction? Fine. Whatever that pleases you and makes you happy. And we're climbing at 3,000 feet per minute. Like I said, we are firewalled at the moment. Keeping our temperatures under the ITT, and I'm actually cheating on that because I am using my XHSI stuff that is outside the sim. My secondary gauges, so I can see what's going on with the airplane as we are looking at the scenery. But I do need to get back inside the cockpit here because I do need to clean up. Get rid of our landing lights. Recognition lights on, strobes on. We're above 10,000 feet. I guess I could turn off our recognition lights. I guess we don't really need them. And we are making a turn, so let's do a flyby, because I always like a flyby turn. You know this is a short turn. Very lazy turn. And I like that. Sounds like a... It sounds like when you're in a... when you're sitting there on the racetrack and you see a car come at you and then the car go away. I like that sound. And GPS is operating, performing as intended. So let me go ahead and set our range. I want my range right around 20. My XHSI stuff is at 20 and 40, whereas here on the actual radar itself is 0, 5, and 10. So it's a little bit different, but that's normal. And you can see parts of the flight plan is mirrored on the Avidyne. Okay, now we got a better turn here, so now let's do another still spot just because we can. There we go, that was a better one. Very clear skies too, by the way. Which is telling me that I need to load up my FS Economy, or I'm sorry, FS Global Real Weather, so it can inject whatever's current weather into the sim, because it has the previous file. And back off on my power a little bit. We're still making all kinds of turns and doing all kinds of things. We're going to expedite this, and what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and hit Oaks right now. Over here and tell it to go to Oaks. Activate leg, yes. And let's tell it to go ahead and hit Oaks and be on our way. It's always funny because every time when I fly around to all these different places with orthos, anytime you see a water resource, you see humans. It's really funny. Which is common sense, obviously, but still, it's just kind of interesting. You got all this vast open area. No humans are there, but boy, when you see it right around the water, they're all on top of each other. Damn humans.
Can't live without the wet stuff.
Nope. Gotta have that water. Alright, well, I'm going to pull back on our props here. And I'm also going to turn on our prop sync, by the way. There we go. Go back on our prop sync here. Or props, I should say. According to the POH, we're supposed to be right around 1900 RPM on the RPM on each prop. And then our power-wise, I want to burn about 45 gallons an hour. I just want to expedite our speed here. We're doing 285 knots over the ground right now, which is nice. I'll take it. Nice speed, I'll take it. And as I'm sitting here playing around with other things, there we go. And my son is heading on to work, so nice, wonderful day in retail. Yay. Can you tell me where this is? Can you tell me where that is? I want to speak to your manager. You name it. He gets it. The price says this, but you're charging me that. Gotta love retail. Now we're getting on with the flight plan here, so we can sit here and look out the window. Look out the orthos. And again, like I said, hopefully what this will do is it will, once this stream is done, which reminds me I just lost the stream, so I need to get this back up so I can actually see if anybody is watching. I actually got 4 peeps in the house watching right now. Well, I want to thank you all for watching. I greatly appreciate that, because like I said, I am just sitting here experimenting, trying to diversify my content across multiple platforms. And if I set everything up correctly, as soon as this stream is done, it should automatically push to BitChute. And because I have a library, I started a library account. It should pick it up too, but it's still, YouTube is still hosting it. I think it's under my on the, if you download the library client, it's a client scenario. Library, I gotta learn. I'm still don't know what the hell I'm doing, to be frankly blunt and honest, with library. So that one I don't know, but you download a client, you set it all up, and which is kind of a pain in the ass, to be frankly blunt and honest with you. But you know, it's good to get your name across as many platforms as possible, is how I look at it. And like I said, because I'm doing this for the love of it and for the money. I always want money. Money's always good. Love money. Money is our friend. Greed is right. What did William? What did Michael Douglas say in that? Was it Wall Street? Is that the name of the movie? Greed is.
Yeah, I think that.
Greed is right. Greed is good. Greed is right. Something I don't remember, but it was a good line. I liked it. Capitalism, damn it.
That's right.
We gotta have our capitalism.
Now, if we could get our streams to auto migrate to Twitch, we'd have it made.
I got now that's the thing. I'm glad you brought up the Twitch. I got rid of my Twitch. Somebody has hacked my Twitch, and I keep on getting emails saying that you have logged in your Twitch account over in Malaysia. Oh, you've logged in your account over, and so I'm sitting here. It's telling me to change my password and do all kinds of things, and I just got so frustrated with it. I changed my password a couple of times, and I just gave up on it and just disabled it. So I disabled my Twitch. I don't use my Twitch that much anyway, so and I just said to hell with it, you know. And with all the shenanigans going on with YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, you know, Twitter, everything else with that sort of thing, I just gave up on it. So I, you know, but you know, it is what it is.
Interesting. Very interesting.
So yeah, I stopped my Twitch. I just said, you know what, I'm done. I don't use it that much anyway. It's just, you know, it keeps on saying that I am, you know, that I keep on logging into all these weird. I get these emails saying I'm logging into all these weird areas, and I just gave up on it. So, but hopefully, you know, if with all this setup that I have done, that once this video gets up, or this stream is completed, then obviously it'll already be up on YouTube already. Then I'll just have to put in the text and put in all the timestamps so people can jump around between the video, because I think people like that. I mean, I personally like that. I like being able to hop around. Yes, it doesn't give the watch time, but again, I'm more interested in you know, people, if they choose to donate to me, kind of behind the scenes stuff. I have the attitude of, like, if you're gonna donate to me, I just have my PayPal me. If you do, fine. If you don't, then hey, you don't. You know, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know, and I'm gonna enjoy doing what I'm doing. So it's all good. You know, it's all good. So, not much to tell at this point here. We're just in cruise mode here, and we're doing 210 knots indicated. We're doing, and actually a whopping ground speed of 298. So we are actually rocking in this airplane. You're actually kicking some butt. And matter of fact, you can see it right there, right above the dashboard, right there. There is crater. There is the crater. So when we make our turn here, we're actually gonna be flying right underneath it. But that in the real world is a big old crater. It's a meteor crater, I think that's what it's called. Of course, now we're gonna lose the field of view of it. So let me go to right here so we can actually see it. Now, how awesome is that? And that is actually the same crater that was in the latest Microsoft Flight Simulator video. Of course, theirs was a little bit better because they had people that know what they're doing, and they did all kinds of, I think they went 18 on their 18 or 19 on their zoom level or detail level for their shot that they used for orthos or whatever they did. This right here is only 16, but still, you know, that's one of the things I enjoy about flying is that in sim is when you have orthos, you can go and look at things, and even though you're not there for real, but there it is. So, very, very cool. I assume that's probably like a little museum or something that they talk about the crater when it hit the ground and all that sort of thing.
That crater is the best preserved impact crater in the Western Hemisphere or Northern Hemisphere.
Yeah. See if it comes into view here in a second, if we're going to be able to see it. But still, that's really cool, you know, little things like that. See, things like that, it made it worth my time doing all the orthos. Yeah, we're flying over right now. We're not going to see much of it when you're...
It's a great place to visit. There's a big, like you say, museum visitor center there.
And I guess that's Highway 40 right there. So I guess you'd follow that little road right there, whatever that road is. And I see another little, maybe that's a, I don't know what that is. Huh. But anyway, you can probably get off right there, Highway 40, or Interstate 40. And just take that road right along around and go right to the visiting center. Too cool. Too cool. Now we're coming into Winslow, Arizona, which we're going to make our turn. We'll be flying. Unfortunately, the way the flight plan is worked out is you're going from waypoint to waypoint, and the waypoints, pre-configured waypoints, are going right over that I put in. We're flying right over the scenery, so we don't get to look at towns and houses and peoples and things and dogs and cats. Oh my. Swig of coffee for the working man. Now, if we were over on DLive, then I would, I'd be having music going in the background and all kinds of other things, because DLive just doesn't care, and the videos only last for 7 days. So, you know, you basically copyright content or copyrighted material. Who cares? You know, it's only going to last for 7 days anyway. You know, that kind of thing. Take a look over here and see if we see anything of value. Not really much, because we are in the cruising mode, heading to Double Eagle 2 KAEG, which is in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So we're going to make that left turn. Should I make that right turn or left turn in Albuquerque, or whatever Bugs Bunny used to say? It's been a while since I've seen Bugs Bunny. I forgot. I just got a page, a message. Uh-oh. And of course, my wife is on her way home, which means I'll probably have to stop the stream, because we have to take the dogs to the veterinarian. So I guess she's giving me a heads up. Okay, whatever you're doing, Dion, get ready to shut down. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to shut down, but how we're going to do is we're not going to end up going to where we want to go. So I'll just change all the text. And we'll just go ahead and back off on our power, and we're going to land right here in where we're at. So we back off on our power, slow way down. We'll get rid of the sound of the horn. Now that this video has been prematurely terminated.
And don't forget to cancel your FS economy.
Yep. And I'll do that right now while you mention it. Boom, it is canceled, so I'll just do that another time. And we will go ahead and gotta lose 15,000 feet in 10 seconds. So we could go like this and really lose a lot of. So now we're inverted. This airplane does not like being inverted.
I wonder why.
This airplane just does not like being inverted. Nope, sorry. I didn't like that one. Where's the airport? Okay, there it is. Let's check it out straight. Well, that sucks. I can't finish the flight, but yeah, we got to take these dogs and get them in our schedule, and so my wife's getting off work, so we got to get the dog carriers and the leashes and all the stuff and all their paperwork.
Well, at least it makes for an interesting ending to the video.
Yeah. I'm still too high, so all I'm going to have to do is I'm going to make a turn. Make a turn and land in Winslow, Arizona. That ground's getting closer and closer. Okay, that's far enough. I gotta see where I'm at, get my bearings. Okay, there right there is the freeway, or the interstate, Interstate 40. So, there's our airport. We'll get it to calm down. Get below, we're already below, so we can go ahead and throw our flaps, so we can flow our, get the airframe stable. Airframe is now semi-stable. And we're going to have a 30 knot crosswind at this particular, so this is going to make things really interesting. I think I'm only supposed to be at 20, something like that. I see it in between the post and the, there my wife just pulled in. So this is going to be a quick shutdown as soon as I finally land. We got a true 30 knot crosswind right now. This is great. Come on, land. Get down. All right. Okay, we're gonna go right here. I wanted to go right to the fuel depot anyway. Okay. I just went to the shortest pass possible to the fuel depot.
You scared the hell out of the guy in the Cessna.
Yeah, he wasn't, we're going to say he was inside the restaurant eating his dinner. But I'm sure he puckered up a little bit, even inside there eating his food, or he choked up his food. Okay, well, anyway, that was an abrupt ending to this flight, so you guys take care. I definitely appreciate you guys watching. Let's go ahead and kill the videos, and we'll go ahead and get our GPU going right now. Landing lights on, everything is off. Noisy, get rid of that. Position light off. Boom, boom, boom. And turn off.
Laters.
All right, so we are good to go. Again, I definitely appreciate everyone for watching. I wish I could have done this at 100%, but at least I'm going to find out if this thing migrates between the two other platforms along with YouTube. And that's what the objective was for this particular flight today. So I'll make money another day. So anyway, you guys take care and you have yourselves a great one. This is Dion Soul. Like, subscribe, and all the other happy stuff. And excuse me, and I'll catch you guys another time, and we'll do this all over again. Maybe tomorrow if everything goes as planned. So take care, guys. Have yourselves a great one. Bye.